Here I am at the Great Wall of China, and I'm going to be playing around with my Zenfone 2. The ASUS Zenfone 2 has a 5.5-inch 1080p display. It's running an Intel Atom Z3560 with 2GB of RAM. There is also a Z3580 with 4GB of RAM option. If you're going to bump up the RAM, this means you're going to be able to do some intensive gaming. It comes with 16, 32, and 64GB of storage, as well as a micro SD card for expansion. It measures 10.9mm thick and weighs in at 170 grams. Now the camera is a 13 megapixel shooter on the rear, and then on the front we have a 5 megapixel camera for selfies. Now I don't dislike the Zenfone 2 because it has a really great camera, great design for a budget price. I'm also interested in checking out the Zenfone 2 because of ASUS's history. If you're not that familiar with ASUS, ASUS is one of the few companies in the market that basically does it all. So they design the phone, they manufacture it as well. So a few years ago, ASUS actually had to branch off from Pegatron. So Pegatron is ASUS's ODM. So that's actually the company that manufactures their products. The reason why they had to split off was because it became, not really cool for a company that's manufacturing hardware for other companies to be owned by ASUS. There was some talk that, well, maybe it was Dell or HP or one of those guys submitted their products to Pegatron and then was worried that maybe ASUS was getting privy to a lot of this information. So the company's divided. But essentially, ASUS has Pegatron as its dedicated manufacturing base. And so when you're a company that can design and manufacture, control the entire process of how your devices come to market, in my mind, that makes you really interesting. The only other company that I can think of that does that is Lenovo. So what do you guys think of the Zenfone 2 and the Great Wall of China? If you liked this video, why don't you give us a thumbs up? And while you're at it, you can always subscribe to our channel. I'm your host, Nicole Scott for Mobile Geeks.